Today on Sloth Industries, we clean up out the front of the shed. This is that part where you realise that, you know, your yard's a bit like the castle. Got to move the high ace to move the Suzuki to at least see the shed, which is always fun. So get at it. Alright, as you can see, cleared a bit of space out, so now I'm just going to go get the forklift and we'll have a look whether we can actually get the drag car. The only issue with having a forklift at home is it means you can buy big things and be an idiot. So let's see what we got today. We got a smashed up box. Now I reckon that'll go pretty well out the front of the shed. Help me get rid of all this junk out in the way of the rest of the house, and try and keep the missus a bit happier too. We'll give it a go. Alright, it's a new day, as you can tell. Got the long sleeves on today because it's going to be a little bit hot. I'll show you what I've done up so far, and I'm going to get time lapse going for when I do a bit more. I've got the GoPro out today, so we'll see how we go with that. Alright, you can see I've got the main runs for the base either side, and I've just got one of the roof portals sitting there ready to be smacked together. So my theory is I'm going to get two of those together on the ground, make sure that they match up, and then I'll stand them up with the forklift and put one each end before I secure the base down to the concrete. That way I can know that she's all in the right spot and all ready to go. Alright, what I've got here is I've got two of the roof portals smacked together and on top of each other. So what I figure I'm going to do is screw them together, screw the top one on, slide it back gently, screw the second one, and then that way we should have two frames that are the same, and I'll go ahead and stand them up. I'll put the legs on them, stand them up on either end, and then we'll know sort of where our carport's going to sit. Kit came with a big bag of screws, which is great, and there you go, you can see all the Lego and even the instructions over there, which I have looked at, you know, once or twice, maybe 3 times, I'll admit it. Alright, we'll keep going, time lapse is still going. GoPro's over there on a little stand waiting for some accessories to rock up from, well, down south, which may as well be the other side of the world. Actually no, the other side of the world, we get here faster. Thanks Australia Post. But yeah, keep it going, see how it goes. First portal is up. A little bit dodgy. You would have seen that on the GoPro footage. GoPro's over there on a stand. I'll put a couple of legs on this back one and then put this right at the far back there. And hopefully I'll at least know sort of how square the frame is and if I've got to move it, you know, left or right, or if it's just going to stay like that. Pretty happy so far. Forklift fits under it, which is great. And it only just sort of misses the edge of the house, which originally I wanted to try and raise the sides of this up so I could put a hoist under it, but I think realistically I've just got to come to terms with not having a hoist at this house. Might be an idea to save for the next house. Also, yes, my yard and everything's a mess. You know, when you're building stuff and moving stuff, it's hard to keep it all tidy, but once I get it all set up and find a place for everything to go, it's going to be smicko. Alright, okay. I'll get back to work. So I've got 4 out of 5 of the portals done. Just having a little sit down and a bit of a cold drink because it's right before wet season here in the Northern Territory, which means it's about 98% humidity and my temperature gauge is reading about 45 outside, but realistically it'll be mid-30s. But yeah, there's the 4 out of 5 portals. They're sort of looking like they're lining up. I'll yeah, have a break for a minute in cold water and go back, put the last one up, and then have a look at seeing if I can put the cross bracing in the joints portals together from the pitch of the roof. And then yeah, it's not going to be the squarest thing unfortunately, because the concrete sort of slopes down towards the shed and then off to run the water off to the side of the concrete as well. I'm not going to bother with trying to level that up. It's not really worth it for what I need it for. It's just a shade. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The GoPro unfortunately went flat, so I would have a time lapse running. That would have stopped about now. Unfortunately, I got to order some new batteries for my GoPro. That's what you get for having these things for so many years and not using them. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video so far and it's not too crap. I'll bring you some car content once this is all done and the yard's cleaned up and we can actually get working on it. Alright, cheers. got the middle braces in, as you can see there. So it goes there, that way. Now they did include cross beams to go basically from here to there, there to there, but they big chunky round tube things, they don't sort of, when they sit flush on the frame, there's only maybe one little bolt that'll fit either side, and I don't feel that's going to make that much of a difference. If anything, it'll probably make it worse trying to get the forklift under here. So I'll be leaving them out for now. I can always add them in after because I don't go above the roof or anything. So that's pretty much it for today. I'll give it a miss. We've got a storm coming in, so I'll be back out tomorrow morning to see how I go putting some insulation on. Hopefully I don't fall off a ladder, as you would have seen in the time lapse there. I'm a bit unsteady on top of a ladder. I'm definitely a spray painter, not a builder, but yeah, so there we go. You can see it just higher than the roof above the peak, just lower on the sides. There's not much I can do about it. My measurements were just sort of okay, just squeezes under the eave there, so we'll just leave it like that, and yeah, it'll be good. I'll work out something later on to cover that in, or whether there's enough sheet to overhang off the back there just so water doesn't come in, but it'll be good to have a breezeway there anyway, let some hot air out. Alright, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, it's a new day. As you can see, roof boarders are up, probably already said that. Anyway, I'll try and do something different with the instructions, and instead of just putting the roof sheets up, I'm going to try and put some of this insulation down first, just to see if we can keep some heat off the roof. Made a big difference inside the shed, so I want to try and see if we can do it here, but might be a little bit too tricky by myself. Might have to wait for the weekend until I can get a mate to come around, but I'll give it a go. Well, that's her. She's essentially done. So it's a couple of days later. Got the roof on with the help of a mate. Just put some lights up. Got another power point there. Put up the sign that my partner got me for my birthday. So yeah. So now I'm just going to start the cleaning up project for the cleanup project, because you know you can't build something without making a huge mess and all the tools and stuff everywhere. Bit of work stuff going on, tail end of a plane, but yeah, it's better. Now the only thing I had to do, I custom made some flashings to go between the shed and the roof, just because the first rain we got, it's flooded down the front. It flooded all the shed. Well, flooded the concrete down into that gutter. The drain does its job. And yeah, I extended a couple of roof sheets off the back there just to give it some overhang, so it doesn't come in. But so far so good. As you can see, it's raining and doing its job, so yeah, next time you check in, we'll be working on that VL out there in the weeds, as you can see. Yeah, so sorry for the long drawn out video, first time, so it's going to be a bit crap, but I'll get on top of the next one. GoPro got new batteries here, so when we go to the VL, should be able to do a bit more time-lapse stuff that will actually work. And yeah, if you want to see more, you know, like, subscribe, hit the button, notifications, all the things that the YouTubers say. And I appreciate you for watching if you stuck through this long, and see you next time. See you.